Route to Nairobi, Kenya has crashed in Ethiopia. 149 passengers, 8 crew members are believed to have been on board. The Ethiopian Prime Minister tweeted his condolences to the families of those lost, but no information has been released yet about survivors or casualties. CNN aviation correspondent Richard Quest is following this breaking news. Richard, what have we learned? There's a lot still out there.
Well, most of the facts are not known. All we do know is that the plane took off. It was an Ethiopian's 737-8 MAX, which left Addis Ababa and it was going to Nairobi. It was the 8:30 departure in the morning. And 12 minutes or so into it's about 6 minutes into the flight, the plane simply fell out of the sky. There's no word on why. There's no word on what happened. There's no word. We don't know yet, of course, about any survivors. This is only a few hours old, and therefore facts are few and far between. Other than the startlingly obvious fact that this is the same make and type of brand new aircraft, the Boeing 737 MAX that crashed with Lion Air late last year.
So, Richard, let me ask you, you're right, I know that we're trying to get some more information at this point, but as far as we know, they're just characterizing this as losing contact. They're not saying that there was a distress call made. If that's the case, what does that tell you? I mean, you know about these things.
It tells a lot. I mean, first of all, it tells me it's too soon after the incident to know those details. Those sort of details would only really come out in the next 3, 4 or 5 hours that we would get details of any distress calls. But if you look at the profile of the flight, it is a sharpish takeoff. The plane doesn't particularly pick up that much speed, and then it suddenly falls from the sky. Now, we cannot say at this point what did or did not, what might or might not. But it is legitimate, I think, and having covered this these sort of incidents for a very long time, it is legitimate to point out that 2 brand new aircraft of exactly the same type have fallen out the sky, had fatal crashes within 6 to 8 months of each other. And that is something that is worthy of note. It may be not relevant in the final analysis, but you cannot ignore it. And I promise you, the air accident investigators will not be ignoring that similarity.
All right, Richard Quest with the latest. Still a lot out there we're waiting to hear from authorities there in Ethiopia. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you.